Well, good morning, everyone. My name is MightyStream. I'm excited to be with you today. We're going to do our Just for Today NA meditation for January the 21st. Still in my beautiful office for some of you that find that so comical. I do. It's about 2 in the morning and I cannot sleep. So I decided to go ahead and do the meditation. Unity and Uniformity is the title. Unity is a must in Narcotics Anonymous. Basic text, page 63. Unity is not uniformity. Unity springs from the fact that we have a unity of purpose to recover and to help others stay clean. Even so, we often find that while we strive to fulfill the same purpose, our means and methods may be radically different. We can't impose our ideals of unity on others or confuse unity with uniformity. In fact, a big attraction of the NA program is the absence of uniformity. Unity springs from our common purpose, not from standards imposed on the group by a few well-meaning members. A group that has the unity which springs from the loving hearts of its members allows each addict to carry the message in his or her own unique way. In our dealings with each other in NA, we sometimes disagree rather vocally. We must remember that the details of how we get things done isn't always important, so long as we keep our focus on the group's primary purpose. We can watch members who vehemently disagree over trivial things pull together when a newcomer reaches out for help. Someone was there for us when we got to the rooms of NA. Now it is our turn to be there for others. We need unity to help show the newcomer that this way of life works. Just for today, I will strive to be a part of unity. I know that unity does not equal uniformity. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. This meditation today is talking about unity versus uniformity. And sometimes people that come from a particular background where there has been an override of a person's individuality, meaning institutions, right? So when a person has encountered institutions or organizations that are structured, for instance, the penal system, being in jail or in prison or in an institution such as a mental health hospital or even in a rehab, right? When a person has that experience, they understand that there's uniformity, right? There is uniformity. Everything must go a particular way so that when anything is outside of that parameter, the authorities within those institutions can recognize it and handle it properly. So uniformity has a purpose and it has a place. But we're not talking about uniformity in Narcotics Anonymous, where we all have to behave a certain particular way and give over our individuality. No, not at all. We're talking about unity of purpose, meaning that we come together to carry the message to the addict that is suffering, right? And we have a certain way that we go about that so that we can make sure when the message is presented, it is something that is not only palatable, but it's something that is doable. What's the message? That any addict can stop using, lose a desire to use, and find a new way to live. Basically, that's our message. Our primary purpose is to carry the message to the addict that's still suffering out there, that newcomer, that person that's never made it here, that person that made it here and decided to leave, that person that made it here and has stayed and is suffering and going through trauma clean. And we have an opportunity to be a part of that. It's not a job, it's an honor. We get to do this today. And thank goodness, because our families benefit from who we've become, our understanding of spirituality, and how to apply those principles in all of our affairs. We all drop the ball here and there, but generally speaking, our training, our experience is a better word within Narcotics Anonymous, learning about traditions, learning about spiritual principles within the steps and the 12 concepts of service. We get to be there for our families in ways that many times they may never comprehend the extent of sacrifice that we have made in order to be there for them, in order to help them, right? Experience the world in a better manner. It's a privilege and an honor. And I can speak to that even from my own experience. I have younger siblings that have been raised by my dad from the day that they came into the world until their mother passed. Their mother and my father stayed together for 53 years. And he's been over a year without her. So my siblings have been traumatized within the last year and a half of losing that relationship with their mom, but also having to watch their father deteriorate and struggle to even want to wake up on a day-to-day basis because of the loss of my stepmother. And it's just been amazing to watch how the program has allowed me to help navigate the things that they need to do before he takes his final breath. And to do it in a manner, I'll say a couple of times I probably was noticeably agitated. However, for the most part, to be able to be in a position to support, encourage, and affirm, because we as a family unit have a primary purpose, right? Which is to allow him to enjoy his final days as much as possible, as comfortably as possible, and to be able to carry out his wishes, which are few, in a manner that allows us to preserve whatever family unity is left. And now that is the ticket right there. And I learned that in Narcotics Anonymous. So I hope that you have a beautiful day on purpose. We've covered this topic as far as I can go without being too emotional. Enjoyed your company this morning. Thank you for listening. It means the world to me. It really, really does. Every time I hear from someone, and there's a way somehow I miss a few comments, but whenever I hear from someone, it's such an honor. And if I'm really busy in the middle of something, I would just push a reply of a heart, but I try to come back and revisit your comments and give you the attention that you deserve. You're worth it. I want you to know that you're so worth it. I want for you to have a beautiful day on purpose. Talk to you soon.